What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Base Damage, and here with me today we have the two most fabulous people I know, Gothmom
Hi.
and JoeSchmmo.
Hello.
What is up, y'all? How is y'all's day going today?
I'm
Good.
good,
I have
man.
Starbucks.
That's always a good thing. I have
I
And then
know.
I got
I
my
went and got my coffee.
that
My iced coffee versus the hot coffee that I already
exactly,
had.
and I got my cheap house made coffee because I'm
I
cheap.
had that earlier.
and I have
I
a
okay. Two.
I have water and an Arizona grapeade. Not sponsored. Uh,
Not sponsored.
Yet.
so,
Gee,
okay.
my coffee was free though.
We're
I
also not
used a
sponsored by
reward, so it's all
Starbucks.
good. No, I
Yet.
wish. Yet.
Joe's shooting for the stars here. but but
Star Dash these dreams.
this is
Oh
true.
man.
So I invited y'all to here today because y'all just got back from a tournament.
We
Y'all
did.
got back
Yeah, yeah.
from the Atlanta slash Duluth. I was thinking it was Atlanta the whole time, but it's Duluth, Georgia. And I'm like, oh, I've been saying this wrong.
Duluth. Yeah,
Duluth,
we wish it
Georgia.
was the actual Atlanta, but the Duluth venue was actually pretty nice, except
Okay.
we should have gone in the side door to sneak in our food and drinks and other things. I had to chug my Starbucks and like Joe had to like inhale his food because they're like
Yep.
no food or drinks and I was just like fuck.
Yeah, you have never seen me eat Wendy's so damn fast.
She was eating so fast. But then there was like stairs, so we might have been able to do like a sneaky like Yuki boy and
He like
yeah,
he like
but
downs the Wendy's and just goes, ladies. Anyway, no, so no, that's but anyway, so at this regionals was the team event. It was you two, and I apologize, we don't have the third person here, but who was the third person on y'all's team? Or if they have a
Fe
screen name or something?
yeah, they have, Fear.
Here.
Fear, yeah,
Fear the
well,
ruins.
yeah, Fear the Ruins.
Okay. So we had Joe, Gothmom, and Fear, and each of y'all were on a team,
Mhm.
and uh I've been given a little bit of the updates as far as like what all had occurred, just like little bits and pieces from what Joe had told me. But I guess we'll get into this and talk about the results and how it was and everything. But you mentioned the venue first, so I guess let's talk about the venue first. Like, how was that?
It was nice, like, I
hmm
okay, so I haven't played they started they moved it to Duluth, like, last year
Yeah,
when teams and things came back and, like, even singles, and,
because
I didn't go
Atlanta
to
was
any of
always
those.
nice.
Yeah, it was Omni Center, which I liked it. I liked the Omni because it was attached to the CNN center or whatever, and so we had access to the
Hmm.
CNN like giant food court with a bunch of vendors and Starbucks and everything. So it was very convenient for food. I'm not sure. I vaguely heard someone mention that the CNN Center was closing down or whatever. I
Oh,
don't know though. That was vaguely. I didn't even check up on it. That was like in passing. Oh yeah, CNN's getting like shutting down, moving, but I don't know if that's true or not. But I do miss that for that aspect. But also like parking and everything was like
yeah.
parking garage was like 15. It's cheaper to park. It was cheaper to park at this venue. It was like $5 a car.
hmm
It was really nice. I liked outside was gorgeous. And there was just like it kind of it remind well it makes sense, but it reminded me of like the LA Convention Center if it was in Georgia, but it was a Georgia size because it was like outside, it was really nice. There was seating, there was like this lake thing. Um Also I
Thing.
think when I went to Worlds, there was also like a cheerleading or gymnastic competition happening, and then there was like a gymnastic dance competition happening the same day that
Yep.
we went, we had Duluth. So I was just like, so I was like, is this Worlds again?
The biggest thing I liked about this venue, I do miss the food options, but I mean, there is a cafe. Didn't even look at the prices. Didn't even try. The fact that we weren't on top of each other. Everyone had space.
Oh
Mm.
god.
Everyone, like, you couldn't smell your neighbor. Like, it was nice.
I can never smell my neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
well, you're special.
individual like this was the first regional I've been to that we had like each like the two teams had their own table. There wasn't anyone attached to anyone. Like they're all like spaced out. Like there was breathing room, there was moving room. It was just really nice to have like these individual tables. It was kind of did was Worlds like this? I swear I've seen it somewhere, but it was more like a upper tournament, like where they had everyone like spread out. But like this was amazing, and I hope that they're able to keep that up.
From
But
what I
like
could see at Worlds from Lunchbox's video,
mhm,
RIP, it seemed like everyone was on top of each other.
R.I.P. He
yeah.
has more
They might have
videos like scheduled to premiere in like the next day or two. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. This man quit. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, this is
I
some
think,
April Fool's shit. This is some April
he's
Fool's shit.
yep, he's fixing up his stuff,
Yeah,
or he's taking he's I think he's, like, trying to finish out what he was working on, and then
yeah.
he's taking his break,
We love
but
you,
or
Lunchbox.
I know.
Oh,
But,
sorry, go ahead. I was like,
no, it's
what
all
do you
good.
mean?
But yeah,
Like,
no,
I've
I
seen
wish,
more videos.
yes, no, I remember, like, he's mentioned something or whatever, he's just like, "Ah, rah, 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 I'm finishing this." Well, they won't so what in my head, if he already worked on these things,
Fair.
and he doesn't release them until he comes back from hiatus, then they're irrelevant. So I guess might as well just drop them anyways and go like run off into the
This is
night.
Run
fair.
off into the sunset. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
see you guys when I see you.
He
Bye.
just
But
goes fucking Skeletor, drops the videos until we meet again, and jumps out. You know, just and just jumps out.
oh god. Yup.
I'm gonna need that meme made later, Joe. Anyway,
hmm
no.
Yeah. Yeah. We need a lunchbox Skeletor meme. Lunchbox memes are great. But no, I really like how everything was spread out and it wasn't like super cramped or whatever. It was just very nice. Cause even like, okay, so like at all the other tournaments I've been to and all the regionals, whatever, coast to coast, it's
Mhm.
like these long lines of tables. And then you're bunched into someone else. And then also if people are like, ooh, what is this person doing? And then it's hella crowded behind you or
Mhm.
whatever, then it's just like very like clusterfucked in a sense. It's just like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people here, get the fuck off me, shoo, yeah, yeet, and
That
so
is
that sort
every
of thing. And
Yu-Gi-Oh regionals. Yes.
yeah, it's like that with like Weiss too. It's just like because it's just long tables, and then like or someone's like walking behind you and they bump into you. So it's like
Mhm.
I hope that potentially because it was 41 teams
Mhm.
for Weiss. So I hope that maybe they can, if space allows it, they space it out again.
Okay.
But, like, that room was huge.
That was
Um,
very huge.
it reminded me of, White Plains, like,
Mhm.
size-wise. It reminded because that was, like, a whole I have mixed opinions on White Plains, just because of the location was mildly inconvenient and
My br-
mildly eh.
my brain auto completed to. I have issues with white people. Wait, what? I don't know why. It just did. Forgive me.
Those dang white people.
Mhm.
So
Oh, man.
So quick
But
math, quick maths to this though. 41 teams times 3, that's 123 people. So
yeah,
that's over like over 120 people, and it's like
yeah.
very comfortable for everyone. And
Oh,
you got Vanguard going on at the same time.
yeah, I don't know
Mhm.
how many teams had Vanguard, but yeah,
They
it
were
was
pretty
really like
full.
yeah, it was super full
I
over
mean,
there. And
assume double the number of people or more, so you're probably
yeah,
looking at
I think
closer to
that's
like
fair.
250 or so. Is like
Mhm.
Mhm.
comfortably keeping all of those people in one location. That is pretty freaking awesome.
And keep in
Yeah.
mind, they had 5 other teams that didn't show up. Whether they were
Mhm.
Vanguard players or not, that's a different story. But they were signed up. So technically, 46 teams were signed up for the event.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
five were no shows.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, "I got my stuff, okay, bye." It's one of those things, like, sometimes you have people that'll sign up for, like, both, just so they could get their stuff, and then, like I've seen the sneaky before, they'll take off that badge and then be like, "Oh, I'm here to play the game I actually care about," and, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So they get the goods. Um, it's a very much a like, have your cake and eat it too,
I mean, I at least
so
play like one game or something. I don't know. It's
yeah, but
whatever.
they
But
they they plus in on those promos and playmats.
Mhm.
if
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
their prerogative for driving that far to okay,
Mhm.
well that's or I said driving. Maybe they were local. Who knows?
Yeah, they could have been local, flying in. There's a bunch of people that came in from out of town, like Northeast and whatnot. Stock Swap was there. I'm trying to think of
I got
anyone else.
I got a funny thing for that later. Uh,
Oh
I
man.
think he confused. So Stock Swap just commented on like the ban list video I just dropped, which we'll talk
Mhm.
about in a second. It's like, wait, I think I know you. like, I don't know if he got confused with like me and Joe or something. I don't know because I don't think I've met him in person. It's whatever.
Because he
Yeah.
did bring up the maid outfit.
Yeah. So
So.
yeah, he thinks you're Joe and Joe's you and everyone. Well, Joe, you mentioned that you were with base damage.
Yeah, I
And
said I was
like
on the back end. I wasn't the main
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Well, you're base damage now. Move
You are.
over. Move over,
Look.
Jade.
Yeah, for real. Just go ahead and take over, bro.
R.I.P. Cade. R.I.P.
All right, everyone, we're going to move over to this other channel. All
Kicks me out of the Discord server and everything.
This is my Discord server now.
This
I'm the
is
new sheriff in
JoeSchmmo.
town.
Oh goodness.
Full like Calliope Moore. You just rock up with the new sheriff outfit and everything. Dim Dare Discord's too big for the both of us.
Dim Dare's Discord, yeah. Oh my goodness. But
Man.
yeah. It was really cool to well, I saw Stock Swap at Worlds. So
Okay.
I was just like, this Stock Swap. And then yeah, a bunch of people came in from like the Northeast and whatnot, and then like the Midwest. I'm not sure about the West Coast though, but like from my running is like running in and out and running into people. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Miss
it was
Popular
really
over
nice.
here.
It popular. We'll see about Houston. So
When is
Houston, a lot of people.
Houston's?
Houston is I can give you a date. It's like in a couple weeks. Doo-doo-doo.
Pulling it up myself as well, just to have to the side.
I'm just going to
April 30th. You have 3
yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, I'm driving. I'm carpooling.
And you're going to Mexico City in May, right?
No, I'm not going to Mexico City. I'm going to Chicago.
Oh, you're going to Chicago. Okay.
Town. Yeah, I'm going to Chicago.
The
Figuring out if I'm
Rosemont?
yes.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So May 14th for that. She's just traveling everywhere. Where I'm sitting here just
Yeah.
like I'm technically doing all that traveling too, driving an 18-wheeler. I'm just not stopping for card games.
You're
We're
doing
just not
different
stopping.
traveling. Yeah, I don't know what I might do in the fall, but like, yeah, it's like teaming up with some friends in the South for Houston, and while they're off doing Vanguard, we're staying at the event hotel, so that I'm just going to that Saturday. I'm just going to be poolside, not getting tan and in the shade and maybe having like a mimosa or something. Who knows? I'll be poolside in Houston
I
on
don't
that
tan, I
Saturday while
burn.
people play Vanguard. Yeah.
Hail to the air.
Hell yeah, brother.
Jump right in that there Weiss Schwarz right there. Yeah. Anyway, okay, I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
that was.
that
Right.
there Weiss Schwarz.
Oh my goodness. So we have interesting venues all around. We have a ban list update as of today when we're recording.
Yeah.
Which I guess would be a good time to go over like what was represented in each, in the teams and everything. So a lot of the big sets, a lot of the big team combinations had some form of like Hololive or Escanor, stuff like that. Y'all were running. We had Joe. You said was on 8 standby Hololive.
Poor man standby.
The poor man's 8 standby.
That poor man.
Gothmom was on Tokyo Revengers.
Fuck
You said?
shit. No, I was playing Tokyo Revengers, but not Tokyo Revengers people that makes sense. No, I was not on Logical Tokyo Revengers.
Okay.
I was on the everything all at once. Tokyo Revengers.
You were on the dank shit. Okay.
I was on Shioko plus 2 soul. I need to add another Shioko plus 2 soul to my deck personally.
You need to. Please send me a picture of this because I want to know what this card is. At some point, just send it later.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
And then we had Fear was on what?
He was on a OG Bane Dream meta. with
Oh yeah,
Yukina top end.
yeah. The Yukina and what was it? It
Uh,
was the Kasumi level one. Yeah, something like that. I think it was the
I
thing that
can't
was
remember.
used.
I
I don't
just
know.
remember the Yukina.
We just know Bang Dream, Poor Man's Hollow Alive, and uh,
Fuck shit.
the fuck shit Tokyo
Yeah.
Avengers. So, so what was y'all's record in the? We can go personal records as well as the overall team record.
Bad.
Bad.
Bad, very bad. I will go first because I got mine listed out on the Discord server, which you can go join, by the way. So my first. All right, so I'm just going to go round by round. Round one, I played against 8 Standby Nino. Loss. Who'd have saw that coming? Second round, I play against SAO 4 Gold Bar 4 Standby. Loss. Third round, I won against Quintuplets Exodia. Fourth round, we got a team bye. Fifth round, we got our I lost to Yellow Blue Slime. It was 3-6, 3-6, and just I couldn't stick it. Then sixth round, we had our opponent dropped. So
Yeah.
There's still a variety at that point in terms of like different things. Seeing slime and whatnot, still
I'm
good.
trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
there
when
was
I went against
I
him.
ended up talking to one of the judges, and he saw that there was original AOT running around with like Omni gear. There I
Fun.
saw Don Machi running around. There
Was in the
was
first place team, so I mean that's fair.
yeah, this one the one I saw was running Firebolt and something else. Like it had a lot of search capability,
Oh yeah, there's like
but not a
several
lot of
like
strength.
yeah, there's like several good like events that's used in Danmachi.
Then there was what was it? There was another one that stood out. Oh, Konosuba, like a weird Konosuba build was running around too.
Okay.
But I mean, there was definitely variety. But I mean, there was a
Yeah.
lot of Escanor and
Yeah,
Nino
there's a
running
lot of
around too.
the usual suspects, the
Yeah.
predictable suspects, that sort of thing. I was expecting, like, going into really this team season, I'm expecting Escanor, I'm expecting Quince, I'm expecting Hololive.
Yeah.
Um,
And they're all
and
up in the
then
top 8 like in some shape,
yeah,
form or fashion.
exactly. And so even like talking to other people, it's like we'll have like it could be quit like the top team, the team quote unquote meta would be
Mhm.
Quince, Escanor, insert something else.
Pretty much.
So yeah, and it's pretty much like with my matchups, I played against round one was an Escanor, round two was Hololive, round three was an Escanor. We had the bye, and then round five was a 8 standby. Was it 8 standby? Yes, it was 8 standby. Mushoku Tensei.
Oh fun. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a couple different ones up here. I actually got the list of the top 8 pulled up. There
Mhm.
which is this? 5 6. In 6 there was a Love Live Sunshine for you, Joe.
Hey, yo.
So shout outs to that person. First place was a Hololive Kanata Marin, uh,
Mhm.
8 Pants Kaguya-sama,
Yeah.
and Door Pants Danmachi. So at least it wasn't like you said, just like
It's this,
uh,
this, this,
yeah,
this.
like
Yeah.
Escanor, Quince, insert other. So,
Yeah.
but there are plenty of spots of like Quince, Escanor, and Hololive in terms of like that being like the
Mhm.
main 3. There's several instances of that, but I do like so there's a Quince up here that's 8 door instead of the 8 standby. So I'm wondering if that's a typo. No, I'm just messing. No, there's like a bunch of, and even the Hololive is like a couple different versions between whether it's like using uh Okayu, Miko, or
Yeah.
Kanata.
Hololive is just so flexible
It does.
in the grand scheme of things. Like you could just have like a bunch of different Hololive builds, but like maybe like with the same top end, but like different level one. It just works.
It do.
Um, Hololive be Hololive,
Doing
which
Hololive
is
thing.
nice. Yeah, it be Hololive. It's affordable. It makes besides Marine. Marines are
Yeah.
expensive, but
It
like in the grand scheme of things, Hololive is very like entry level friendly in purchasing. So it makes sense to
really.
see a lot of Hololive. Yeah.
Yeah, because like outside of the Marin, like me and Moroku are like constantly like looking at prices for it and whatnot.
Hmm.
Outside of the Marin, like no double rares are over $5.
No,
It's
no, it's
like,
great.
oh my god.
Yeah, it's really like entry player friendly
Oh, I just
with a lot of
remembered.
engines.
What's that?
Hmm.
Someone was running Log Horizon 8 door.
Hey, I
Oh,
remember you telling me about this.
Yes, and they
yay.
I overheard them ranting and raving that was the best thing ever. I don't know if they're in the top 8, so I don't know if they were
I do
memeing or if
not.
they were serious.
I don't see any Log Horizon up here, brother. Only other thing,
Well,
only other thing up here that I didn't mention before. There's Mushoku Tensei. I think I know the exact build for this because it was, I think this fourth place was Tressa's, because I remember Randall posting about the 5 standby 3 bar Mushoku Tensei.
Mm.
I remember seeing the deck build for that, so I think fourth place here is them. I could be incorrect on that. And then there's a slime at second place in the second place team.
Yeah, refresh point. They're DFW homies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they brought me a sandwich. I was so happy. Yeah,
yeah.
like well, it was a fair trade. So like, okay, it just well, not a fair trade. I was asked, "Hey, do you want me to bring you a banh mi?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want you to bring me a banh mi," because they were flying in like the day before, and so he brought all the supplies and stuff, and then like made them. And it was great. And then their player A, actually their face mask broke before round one, and I
Oh
carry a
no.
bag like an extra, like I carry extra KN95s on me,
Hmm.
and so I was like, "I got you." So it was just great, and I'm very happy for them that they got second place.
Heck yeah. They
Yeah.
did Slime, Hololive, and Escanor were there. So,
Mhm.
which I actually checked out. They started up a podcast like a month ago, and I actually was
Yeah, they
taking a listen to
did.
that. So
Mhm.
liking it so far. So that is
Mhm.
really cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Good.
I was just glancing over to see if there's anything else like crazy, but so for anyone who doesn't mess with like going to regionals, actually, before we jump into that, we have to get a report.
Hmm.
Did Connor get food poisoning?
No.
Okay, good job. We got 1 year. Good.
You got
So
Got 1 year.
got
All
1 year.
right.
keep the streak
Connor
going.
Connor Connor brought the wrong Pokemon plush, but like that's fine. The Happy Bunny or whatever it's called doesn't sit right in his lap. So there's this thing before like going to World, or he was deciding what plush to bring to Worlds or something. And I was like, bring the Swadloon or some crap. He wanted to bring the Happy Bunny. I was like, no, fuck
Okay.
the Happy Bunny. Fuck that Happy Bunny. Swadloon's where it's at.
Oh
Bring
my.
Happy Bunny for Spring Fest, but he brought the Swadloon instead, and I was like, I have Swadloon bias when it comes to that plush, so I gave it a bunch of head pats and whatnot. Once I saw it, I was like, fuck yeah, but at the same time, I was like, where's Happy Bunny? You're
Okay.
supposed to bring Happy Bunny this season. No, 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 no.
Oh.
But yeah,
So, to be fair, did anyone
he just
else
brought
get
the
food
wrong.
poisoning?
Um, uh,
That we know of, no.
Okay, that's
that we know of at that event, no, but in Germany, yes.
Yeah. But in Germany,
Yeah,
it's a different story.
yeah.
Germany is a different story. Someone got food poisoning, but went to top 8, so
Yeah, I've heard
fine.
of some other stuff about Germany.
Yeah.
The fun
It
shit
be
for
what
that.
it be.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fun shit.
gotcha. But no, what I was gonna say before that was for anyone who doesn't know, with teams, it's it's the only way Weiss can become a best 2 of 3 without without having a
Yeah,
side deck. So
yeah.
basically each person, as long as 2 of the people on the team win their games, then then that team advances or whatever. So
Mhm.
if anybody's unfamiliar with that, I feel that we're probably all familiar with this with it at this point. I can words.
Yeah.
So
But for
Words
the
are
new
hard.
people, just in case.
just in case. Um. So yeah. Outside of that, like if there's any specifics about the games that y'all want to go into, or should we? Oh, I'll save the ban list discussion thing for later. We'll go ahead, like anything in particular, like how you felt y'all's games went, things y'all think you would have done differently, stuff like that. By all means. I'm just here for commentary. It's y'all's it's Joe's podcast now, so I mean,
It's
he's
Joe's
I
podcast
forgot
now.
I'd taken over. All right, hey
Yeah.
everyone, how y'all doing? So
Joe, go first.
well, I mean, most of my opponents they knew what they were doing. I mean, it just comes down to I
Meanwhile.
couldn't. No, I performed my deck as best as I could. It just comes down to I can't stop everyone from healing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
stop him
all
from
it comes
stacking.
down to.
Yeah, stop him from stacking, bro.
Just slap
Yeah.
down in your pretty much mono red deck with a 1 yellow card. Just slam a Shioko +2 soul. That's blue. Duh. That'll fix all your
You
problems.
know what?
Just
You know what?
slam a Shioko
You're
+2
right.
soul.
You're right. How could I forget about the Shioko card?
Because
Man, that's where I went wrong.
it has an effect up there. It's a bonus effect where you can play it without meeting color requirements.
Okay, Shioko 1933.
Lord,
It loses and doesn't gain color. It just is.
it just exists.
Yup.
But I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, overall, the variety of decks I played against was nice because what is it, the Exodia quintuplets wasn't like the pure team meta build. It had the main components, but they mixed in some different stuff.
The
And it
Exodia
seemed
build's
to work
really
better.
nice though. It's really cool.
Yeah, but with them, it was unfortunate timing on everything because I kept sacking all their stuff. So like all the pieces ended up in the damage. So yeah, it was bad timing all around. So, and I mean, you can't help that. But like I said, for me, I
Weiss
did
is
everything I could, but when climax come up, you can't really stop it.
Yeah.
So
To be true. Makes me think of the one time I played against one of the guys at our locals, and I was running like what was meta to love Rue. Because I just happened to pick up all the stuff. I only had 3 Yami, but I was able to drop all 3 of them. And this guy was like at 3-3 or 3-4 or something. And I'm like, oh, you're dead. You're just dead because this combo is dumb. And this guy canceled like 7 times. I say like 6 or 7 times. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like just everything was right there, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess I lose, and he killed me next turn. So it's sometimes you just can't help it, even if you're like, okay, this should win. This is performing exactly as intended. Like everything is falling into place. I still lost.
Yeah.
So, that do be the nature of Weiss.
Besides that, I did see a $450 card fight mat that I've really wanted, but I don't have $450. So in card fight, I main Coral, which is a Bermuda Triangle thing, and it was I think the playmat from the first, like when she first came out. So it was a crate topper. Yeah. So yeah, case topper. So I really debated on buying that. I really did because I had a chance to buy it way back when and I didn't. Now I know that it's worth a lot of money.
It do be like that.
But overall, I mean, it was good. On my end, it was fun. Just the 8 hours of driving sucked, but it is what it is.
Yeah, when you called me saying, "Yeah, I'm already driving back. We're done with our rounds and everything," I'm like, "The fuck? Okay."
Yeah, because like the last one I went to, I think we got done at 7:00,
something like that. But I think it was. Did we leave the same day that ended?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Fine.
Oh yeah, we all left the same day, and I was prepared for that. I had a blow up mattress in my car, ready to like pull over to a rest area and everything. I was ready, and then they're like, "All right, it's 3:00, we're done." What? So, I mean, that's how my end. What about you, Goth? How was it on your end?
My games were fun. Like I was just Weiss is Weiss. So like there was a lot of times like I just like didn't cancel and then I leveled and maintained. My worst game was just because of like climax situation. So I had for 98% of like my second 7 deadly or Escanor deck or whatever. Yeah, my second Escanor match, like 98% of that game, I had 2 climaxes stuck in my stock the entire time.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
That is a big one.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Weiss is Weiss. But
Yeah.
all in all, there's little tweaks I need to make. But my deck, I wish I got to play like the Shioko plus two soul more often. So that's why I kind of want to add another one because I have more I can add to the deck and just be like meh. But like so my deck is um like a raccoon on crack. It's
That
very unpredictable. It can be very unpredictable and hard to like not for me to manage, but be like I've played the deck before and my opponent was like, I don't know what to do against this deck. And I'm just like, good. So that's kind of like the whole point. It's very unpredictable, but sometimes very bad, unpredictable things happen when I
your
play it.
opponent sees a wild animal sitting on top of a trash can going, "Oh, hey, little guy, how you doing?" And you just it's either that or it
Yo,
just makes me think of Monty Python. It's like, "Oh, it's a little rabbit. Hi," and it's the, the killer
yeah,
rabbit and just
that's how it is.
yeah.
That's pretty much how my deck is. But yeah, sometimes it does like it just pops off and sometimes it just maintains and that's okay. And it really is like the favorite deck I've built, even though
Mhm.
like sometimes it just like crashes and burns. It's a high risk deck if things go
Mhm.
bad. So yeah. But all in all, like I enjoyed like all of my matches that I had. I
That's the
enjoyed all
important
of
thing.
them. Like, yeah. So there wasn't anything I was just like, oh fuck, I hate it. But yeah, the only really the hardest, most difficult thing I had to deal with was having like those two climaxes stuck in stock for most of the game. But all in all, it was great. So yeah, it do happen.
It's
It
like
do happen.
it's like one of those moments where you're like, it's like I wish I had a spammable brainstormer in here. Just
Right. I just need to add more Shioko plus two soul to this deck is what I need to do. I
every
need to
Shioko.
completely disregard all logic and to add more Shioko plus two soul.
That is how
Hmm,
Team
hmm,
Gurren
hmm.
rolls. Kick logic to the curb and do the
Yeah.
impossible.
Row, fight the power.
Fight the power. Indeed.
Oh goodness.
Gurren Lagann's my favorite
But
anime, so I have to reference it. So.
it was great. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. There's little things I need to do. Because I'll since I was unaffected by the ban list, so
Yeah. Hey, you
I'm
were
just going.
unaffected by it too, Joe.
Yeah. I wonder why. Hmm.
But
Oh goodness, but yeah, there's little things I'm going to do to going into Houston. I'm gonna
mhm.
play it still, so I'm gonna keep on keeping on with this deck.
Are you gonna keep with
See
the
what
same
happens.
strategy of having your entire team dressing up in different outfits?
I would think that this was Georgia exclusive.
Georgia
Understood.
exclusive content.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That reminds me, I need to order this button-up shirt for Houston. I forgot to do that. I might order a snapback or something. Houston is definitely it's gonna be hot as balls, so
Yeah.
it's definitely gonna be one of those like wear shorts, fishnets, knee-high socks, a tank top, and like a button-up shirt with
Yeah.
like
Sorry.
a hat or something. So
It
yeah.
better be a 10-gallon hat.
I
Have
could
that shit
probably
go into the
find
fucking
someone
ceiling.
I could probably borrow one from someone, to be
You
fair.
rock up to that fucking tournament going, "I'm Doug Dimmadome." Just the fucking shit. She's just like
I
people just
should.
look up and they can't see the top of the hat. It's just you just how did he get in the room? Anyway, no.
Yeah.
So I basically
Oh, man.
the context behind this is Joe messaged me say, "Hey, I'm gonna rock up with in my maid outfit."
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
said you're wearing a maid outfit. Like, this whole thing, what Georgia Duluth, I was just like, okay, so this is what I'm going to do, and I don't care what you say to me about it. And it happened for the most part. Because our other teammate Fear, he wasn't able to get the maid outfit or whatever in
Ah,
time. So I was just like, so you're wearing shorts now, and I don't care what you tell me.
booty
And so
shorts
we
and a
went and
thong.
okay, Shibakasi. Um,
There you go.
oh, that would have been great. Shibakazi cosplay, Jesus. Um, So yeah, we
Oniers and
went
everything.
shopping on Friday. Yeah, because I flew in. I flew in on like Thursday night, and
Mhm.
then we went shopping. I was like, "Yeah, you're wearing shorts now. I don't care what you say." I was very commanding. I was
So,
like, "We're doing this. This is what we're doing."
this is what we're doing. Sit down, shut up.
Pretty much.
We have the actual leader, the person who's actually taking over base damage right here. No, no. He's like, I don't want that. No, no.
So, well, like, Joe, did you tell Cade our team name?
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't.
no, you
I
did
did
not.
not. I
What is
completely
the?
Go
forgot.
for it.
What it was? It was Gothmom's what? Hold on, I'm trying to.
No, it was Gothmommy.
You tell. I can't
Okay,
remember.
it was Gothmommy and the Ghoul
Oh,
was
Gothmommy and
the
the Ghouls. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, spoiler alert, anyone like making team names, you could actually put like mommy in a team name. Bushy's just like I
So the original plan was Goth was supposed to be in a suit, and then
Yeah.
me and Fia were supposed to be the maids
I
for
wore a
said.
tie.
And I kept referring the whole time. I referred to Goth as Master while I was in the maid outfit too. So like,
Yeah. It was great.
that's just a
I was
typical.
committed to my part.
That's just a
Mhm.
typical DBD stream for y'all, right?
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but
So
Oh goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
yeah, I didn't
Oh
know that.
goodness.
I did not know that there was the special team name. So that is great. I've
Mhm.
seen lots of weird team names like before. They don't. That's another thing that like Bushi needs to do. They don't post them on. No, do they post them on the? I need
They
to.
post the top 4 team names.
Okay. So I'll pull that up on the
Yeah.
side while y'all continue to
Hmm.
forget. So another one of the things I know he said y'all went to that there was a locals that y'all went to like the night
Mhm.
before and like played in the tournament there to to get in some more practice. I'm gonna let like y'all take over from that in terms of like telling the story for that, like the teams that y'all played and everything because of that, because that was just funny.
Mhm.
So
Go on, Joe.
do it,
let's
Joe.
see. What did I play against? I played against Danmachi. I remember that,
Mhm.
and it was the all the people that we played against in this tournament were at the regionals too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
played against Danmachi. I played against Goth here. Which every time I played against Goth minus once, uh, I lost. So that was fun.
Poorly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It was just my deck was doing as it's supposed to. Be like, "Oh, you thought about that? Well, fuck you. That's why."
yeah, pretty much.
You had thoughts? You try to do things? No.
I played against a slime deck.
Mhm.
And there, I can't remember the last one. There was 4 rounds. I can't remember the last one, but I did see. Apparently, this locals was doing English NJP because
hmm.
someone was running what they call a terrorizing deck, where they
Yeah, the
kept increasing
terrorist.
damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
so
key. It was key deck. I played against it round 1 and I died brutally.
Fun. Okay.
It's a very intriguing finisher. I like the idea of the profile. It's just like, what the fuck is this? So it's just like, yeah, it just burns you. It's like, okay, burn 1, burn 2, up to like I think 7, 6 or 7. So it's like 20 something plus
mhm.
instances of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's crazy. I was like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
But this
But I
shop that
think
we
it was
went to,
Hmm.
I
mm,
really enjoyed the shop. It was
yeah,
very
I
nice and open.
yep.
The staff was friendly.
Mhm.
The locals were pretty cool. And
Yeah.
they had a lot of product to choose from, which was
Yes,
nice.
they did. Yeah. We went to Super Games.
Super games. Okay.
Shout out, Morrilton. I can't remember what town it is, but it was a little bit of a drive. It was like 30 minutes away from where we were staying at Fears.
But it was worth.
Yeah, it was worth it. I've been to their locals before. Last time I was in town for WGP like 2 years ago, and yeah, I really like Super Games. So
Super Games
I'm trying to.
Incorporated. Because I see one in. I'm pulling it up on Google. I see a Milton, Georgia.
It's Milton then.
Okay. I don't know if it was just
Mm,
said that. Okay.
yeah, it's in
Awesome.
Milton. Yeah, Super Games, Milton, Georgia.
Not sponsored, but shout outs to y'all. Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I recorded and vlogged in the store, so there's going to be, you can find it, you can look at it. It's nice.
When is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
getting posted, Joe?
Literally the day after this.
He told me that earlier. So I was like, I gotta throw that in. Okay. So.
I'm trying to remember what all I played. Oh, yeah, I played against the key. I swear it's key. The JP deck.
Mhm.
The JP deck.
Key Visual, I think,
Um,
is like it's based off like the ones
something.
like it's all made after like a particular production company or something.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think I
I
could
that
be
was the
wrong.
first time I played against that. Either the build or the set as itself. I swear I've played against like the key visual whatever thing, but it's meh. That was probably in California.
I might be
Um,
misremembering, but I think Lunchbox has talked about it before, so maybe it was from
maybe.
him. I don't know.
Sure.
I
I
think I've
don't
heard him talk
know.
about it before. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Big sad.
Hmm. Yeah. Try to okay, we had 4 rounds. I can remember what I played against now. So I played against the key, the burn you indefinitely deck.
Hmm.
Um, and then I played against oh god, Dragon Maid at locals and lost. And then I played against Joe. I can't remember. Joe, did you win?
Uh, what, against
Or did
us?
I
Um, I
It's all
think
blur.
yeah, it's all. I think that was the one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I'm just like, ugh. Because, like, okay, before locals, so we got there. I was talking to one of my local friends, and it's like, oh, let's have a meetup. There wasn't an actual scheduled tournament for Wise.
Hmm.
So like it's like, oh, let's meet up at like 4, whatever it was like 4. And I was like, oh, okay. So we did some running around, looked at some stuff, blah 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 blah. And then we head over there. We get there and they're doing already like other people were already there or they got there
Hmm.
early and then they started a tournament. So
Oh.
it's like they're playing a tournament and then Joe and I played each other like 4, 5 times, something like that. It was just back to back. And then
Hmm.
I wasn't sure. So this was the first regional where I had to actually be like, "Hey, Bushy Road, something isn't on deck log, and this is the proxy for it." So I wasn't sure how that would go when it came to because the Shioko plus 2 soul
Hmm.
New Year's promo is not on deck log currently.
Oh, okay. So for
I
when
have
you have to
not
submit
checked
your deck
this
list.
week. Yeah, I had to I proxy the Tokyo Revengers does have a plus 2 soul. It's from the TD. So I brought those with me just in case if Bushua was just like, "Well, we didn't add it, so fuck you," sort of
Yeah.
thing, because I never interacted with that situation before.
Okay.
So
That's
I
fair.
wasn't sure what to expect. If they're gonna be like, "Yeah, no," about it beforehand, or if they're like, "Yeah, we have it on the list, we know what you're talking about," finger guns, pia pia pia, which was the case. So it was just like, "Ah, yes, we have the thing. You're good. Okay, cool." Um, so I don't know how many times Joe and I played while they were doing the tournament before the other tournament.
I think it was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it was 4 or 5. And it's just like one of them I like pretended they were yellow, like the TD, just in case to see what would happen. But yeah, we just played a lot. Like it was like shoot, that was Saturday. Joe got into town on Friday. Pretty much it's like
Hmm.
once I got to Georgia or landed in Atlanta, it was like, okay, well now we're testing decks. It's like, oh yeah,
Hmm.
let's do that. Let's do that endlessly. It's like, ah, get to a point like you've almost like gone to brain rot.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh
I
yeah.
was definitely there. I
Yeah,
was
we
definitely
were
there.
at brain rot on Saturday, and then I woke up. I was like, "Oh, this is I feel a lot better than I did." But like into like Saturday night, I was just like, "Yeah, this is brain rot time." After like locals and like playing, so like testing and everything, and yeah. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
felt
it was
rejuvenated after
pretty good.
some Waffle House, but up
Yeah,
until that
we
point,
had a
I
good.
was. Mm.
Our game Brain
Yup.
Rot is great when you anyway.
Yeah, Waffle House was great. We ate that after locals. We were supposed to get a curry, but the curry place was closed, so they were just like,
Oh
"Fuck it, we'll
damn.
go to Waffle House."
That's fair.
So that was nice. It was good. It was good.
Speaking of brain rot, a lot of people are have been obviously talking about the ban list because that just dropped
Mhm.
with today as we're recording. I know we stated that before.
Yeah. It dropped
So
this morning.
so Joe had to face against Quince.
Mhm.
Did Fear have to play against like either Quince or Escanor that time?
Um, I'm not okay.
I don't remember.
I'm a B. I was in B slot, so like a lot of times I was able to like glance over and see some things happening, or glance over and see some things happening, but I cannot tell you for the life of me
Okay,
what like Fear totally played against.
I
It
gotcha.
felt like he probably played against like Hololive and Quince. Like I think
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
Hololive and Quince for the most part would probably it seemed like they were on the sides.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's like Escanor. I'm trying to think of. So it was the let me bring up the ban list real quick out of
It was the
my
level
own.
3 Gil Thunder and the level
Mhm.
0 Escanor that you have to pitch for the level 3. Or it's
Mhm.
now a pick one of two.
Yeah, and I so the first uh Escanor deck I played against runs ran both of those cards.
Yeah.
I've played against the Gil tech before. The other one I didn't. The other Escanor I played against, I don't think he did. I didn't see that card. He could have though.
Yeah.
I just didn't see it in the match or something. But I can like
Like it's like the Gil Thunder's not a 4 of, I don't think. I think it's like 2,
no.
but it's
Yeah, 2 to
so
3. Yeah, 2 to 3.
yeah,
I
it's so
think.
key to their like it was, a very key thing to their end game because you can
And
rearrange the top cards of your deck and everything. It's like
yeah,
really crazy for the setup.
yeah, yeah. You can rearrange and whatnot. I can't remember. There's a card that can add soul, and
That's
I
the
can't remember what it
Merlin.
is. It's a Merlin.
So
Okay.
I didn't know anything about the deck, and there's gonna be another video for this at some point. I recorded like a 3.5 hour long
Oh
video
God.
of me and Joe playing on the Weiss Schwarz simulator and
Mhm.
like playing against a whole bunch of different stuff. I just like basically made the decks and did a couple tweaks of my own that I felt would be
Mhm.
good. And so I like on that same day is when I learned A how to play Escanor, B how to play Kanata Marin. What was it? Obviously I knew how to play Quince already. I learned how to play like 3 decks that same day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just like I'm like we're just gonna test this so in
Yeah.
case you
Cause why
face
not?
against any of these.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, Merlin got backup strats and stuff, for like
Mhm.
extra
Yeah,
soul and
I've
stuff.
played against like I always like a lot of things like blend together for me because I have a friend that I really like their Escanor deck because it's not the stock soul, it's
Hmm.
standby.
Oh,
So yeah, their Escanor deck is actually very like I like it. I like playing against it, not in the I'm going to beat you way, but because it's interesting. I like
hmm.
interesting things because like
Same.
they can just snipe my climaxes to memory.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, they can snipe my climaxes to memory. There was a game we played against each other. Um he sniped 2 of my climaxes to memory.
I don't remember that combo being in there.
Oh, it's not in like the meta build, no. But
Just in
yes, there
Seven
is.
Deadly Sins. What?
Yeah,
I'll look this up
it's
later.
a Bon? I wanna say a Bonnery Lane, something of that nature, because he was running,
Okay.
like it's a 6 standby, 2 choice is
Mhm.
his deck. But I
Ah.
can't remember exactly, it's like a combo or something. He's like, "Oh, what's that? Okay, put it to memory." It's like, "Oh, okay, mm."
Okay. I didn't realize that was a combo in Deadly Sins. Shows I
Mhm,
need to
it is.
research more Deadly Sins.
I didn't run into it, like, that's the first time no, I swear there was another set I've ran to that sniped climaxes to memory. Couldn't tell you what it was,
Okay.
but that's, like, of recent, that was the first time I ran into something like that. I was like, "Oh, this is interesting. I like this. This is cool."
Yeah, Joe. If I
And
had
then
known
you have
about that,
to
that's what you would have faced against. I'll be real.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Mhm. And,
I
like,
ever
yeah,
since like
added the soul and everything. It was a really cool deck.
yeah, ever since like Fate had like a saber that did the same thing. Like you could just
Mhm.
you could pick any card in your opponent's waiting room and send it to memory. Ever since I'm like, this doesn't say you can't send climaxes, and that's just
Yeah,
like
if
it was
it's a
like
card.
yeah, it was like just years ago. I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh, this is the good shit. I want to do something based on this,
This
and
is
then
the
like
strat.
yeah, and then like just fate didn't go anywhere with that. So like whenever I hear that that's like a thing in a set, I'm like, oh, can I do this? Huh? So
It's not played as like the meta seven sins deck, but like it's kind of just one of those like off things. It's like, oh, I really like this. This is
yeah,
nice. This is cool. This is, and also like if it's against like a normal deck that doesn't have stupid compression, it's not a bad strat, especially if you're running the Escanor. So it's
yeah,
like you snipe 2 climaxes, they refresh like let's say 3 or whatever.
yeah.
Like maybe one's in stock, like okay, like 2 are in stock, one's in hand, some other thing. They
Mhm.
refresh really low. You play that Escanor, add the soul, do the thing with the Escanor.
Yeah.
It's not a bad strat.
Yeah, you don't have to hit like the 5 or 6 soul Escanor trigger thing to be able to kill at that
No.
point if you sniped out their climaxes. Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to worry too much about like things happening. But like yeah, he just came up with that like on his own. I was like, I really like this deck. It's something I would build also because I like Bond.
Yeah, Bond's
Um
awesome,
but yeah, Bond is super cool. And so like it's something I would build.
and he's damn
I was like, of
sexy
course
without a
I would
shirt.
choose. He is.
Hella sexy.
Sexy. But yeah, so it's I don't know. I just really like oddball decks.
That's
If
what I gravitate towards. I understand it is
yeah.
like just a thing.
That's why I keep on adding things to my Tokyo Revengers deck because it's not inherently I understand why now because I get bored. So like I can play like smooth brain things and I tried playing 8 Standby Nino and I was so bored that I was just like I cannot do this. I just cannot, like I have to be thinking. Like I need something to think about.
Hmm.
And that's kind of why I was just like, oh, let me take all these things that are in Tokyo Revengers and smoosh them together. Because why not? No one's telling me not to, and no one can tell me otherwise. And so that's why I did that.
The opponent sits
Because
across from Tokyo Revengers and is like, "Oh, I'm maybe it's the 27 choice thing, or maybe it's
yeah,
this other setup." And you slap down a fucking Shioko climax. And they're like, "Wait, what? Huh?"
yeah, that's what happened at a shop challenge that I went to after I got my Shiokos. It was like a little bit. It was like February or something. I went to a
hmm
shop challenge and people were like, "What the fuck is this? I don't
Like
understand. What the
how
fuck's going on?
how the what?
Confused, confused, confused."
It was super effective. Gothmom used Confuse Ray.
Siding for 2 is great.
Hey, if it wins you the game,
No,
can't complain there.
I know I can't. I can't. Oh, it's just too much fun. Best deck I've built ever. Uh,
Yeah. So
maybe not the best results ever, but best deck I've ever built.
that is fair, and I'm guessing Homeboy isn't worried too terribly much about not being able to play Gil Thunder in that case. So
Yeah.
uh, that's pretty
Nah.
cool. A lot of people obviously were talking also like, oh, the Quince hit should have they hit the Ichika Brainstormer, like
Yeah.
that should have
They
happened a
should have
while
hit like
back.
some, yeah, or even like they should have hit like the top end sort of things or the 2-2 or 3-2 or limit that. But
No, they can
it
leave
was
that.
just
They
a
can leave
yeah,
that.
they can leave that be for
I joke
now.
because I'm
I
running that.
Yeah. I don't think they, in my opinion, well, also, like, when it comes to 7 deadly sins, like, ban restriction,
Yeah,
a lot of people, like, what I've seen just in these hours since, like, it dropped or whatever, um, a lot of people are like, "It's too soon for 7 deadly sins," and I'm just like, "Eh, that's fair." I think that's a fair argument that it's maybe too soon for 7 deadly sins,
hmm
that maybe we do not have enough results of 7 deadly sins, like, running around and doing things when we have things like Hololive out and
yeah,
about for, like, ever, and, like, we already have Quince, and Quince got hit differently, but, like, other things too, which
yeah.
I think is a fair argument, but I just saw, like, it's just so consistent. I could see it's like, maybe it's a little too soon to hit 7 deadly sins, but I can see why they hit 7 deadly sins, if that makes sense.
If they hit it any
Um
harder, we would have had to call it a Bond list. Anyway,
I slapped my knee for you.
you're welcome.
Quince,
Please don't
I don't
leave.
think
Please like and subscribe.
just dab, 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 dab.
Dab with the
Dab,
heavies.
Um,
dab, 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 dab.
I'm not surprised. Quince is just like it's more or less a copy pasta of like JP ban list,
Near
if
about
I
yeah,
remember
minus
correctly.
hitting
Minus the
the
2-2
the three it
or
was the
3-2.
3-2. Yeah. It was
It
the
was
level
3-2.
3
It was. I
Nino.
know it was one of them. It was the 2-2 or the 3-2.
It's the one that counts as a standby if it hits
Oh
this
yeah, yeah, yeah.
resolution thing, which is
Mhm.
hilarious because in all the games I've played in real life or on the simulator, I've never once hit that.
I've played against a Nino deck that have actually hit it before, and I was like, oh,
I've yet
but
to hit
like
it.
it's maybe been like two games out of like whatever playing against like 8 standby that I can at like completely recall that they actually did the thing.
They did that. Oh shit, it's the thing.
It's the thing. Let's go.
Da, 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 da. I don't know. Oh my
It's
goodness.
all Cena.
But like you said, with like Hololive being as rampant as it was, and
Yeah.
like I said, once I got to playing the deck and figuring out, oh, this is how it runs. Oh, this is dumb.
Mhm.
Hmm. Especially like, if it was like
Oh
the
yeah.
Kanata Marine, I think was the thing I played against Joe, and
Yeah.
it's like I can understand. Like I don't like the how do I put this? I can understand it not like people want it to get hit, but I also feel
Yeah.
that there's like if anything is slightly meta relevant, there's going to be someone who's going to be like, oh, it needs to be hit. Like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it not being hit. Now,
Mm.
one, I like Hololive, the set in
Yeah, me
general.
too.
I'm very eager for Volume 2 when we get the English girls and all them.
Mhm.
But I, to see people immediately go out and be like, oh, yeah, you know, it makes some money. They're obviously not going to hit it. And I'm like,
Don't bite the
oh,
hand that feeds. That's what I've said that a
Mhm.
couple
yeah,
times today.
I
It's like,
agree
no,
with
she's
that
not gonna
100%.
bite the hand that feeds. And it's fair too, but like when it comes to Hololive, there's just so regard aside from the Marine. Marine is pretty consistent in the top
mhm,
ends. But there's so much variety in Hololive
Mhm.
that it's just like you could have the Okayu level 1, you can with Marin. You can have like Corone level 1 with Marin. You could have whatever the world is. Hololive is a set that the world is your oyster, including volume 2. Like with everything that's come out. Like
absolutely.
between Hololive, really I'm not gonna count the Super
Premium booster
Expo.
thing, yeah.
I'm not counting
It didn't
that
really have
except for
combos
like
in there. It was just like a lot of
no,
it was a lot of
it was just tech stuff.
yeah, it's neat little cute tech stuff. It's like, hey, you don't get your for all the Western viewers, you don't get your streamers just yet, but you know, here you can kind of slide in a Gura promo or something if you
Yeah,
want.
exactly. Something of that nature.
I
But
mean,
like
yeah,
in the bulk of Hololive, Volume 1, Volume 2, from what I've seen of Volume 2, is like the world is your oyster, the set.
pretty much. You
So
have people
I
showing up
just
with 8 standby, you know. So.
yeah. And yeah, I just don't see unless they like it's just so versatile. Like really all I could see and also someone I saw someone bring it up and I can't recall if it's 100% true because I've not done research between then and now. Bushiroad doesn't hit like climax combo cards. That specifically it's like it has a climax combo on it. And I have
The
to look at the ban list
only
again.
one that I can think of was King of All Creation Archer
Yeah.
in JP land, which I will pull up the JP list while I'm at just because.
Yeah, I'm
Um
looking at the English restriction list right now, and yeah, there's nothing.
yeah, but I think
There's
King of
nothing
All
that has
Creation
a climax combo. Oh, except the limit, the Kurumi, the 3-2 Kurumi
yes. And
is the limit.
by the same thing, the 3-2 Nino as well.
Mhm.
The King of All Creation Archer is not up here anymore, just throwing that out there. It used to be, I
Mm.
swear, at one point it was. Because King of All Creation Archer, its combo was being able to discard the Sword of Ea climax to snipe your opponent's climax out when they tried to play it. And
Oh.
they hit a lot of cards that that made it so you no longer have that climax in play. There was like a Haruhi event that did the same thing that's up there as well. So I can understand with like certain ones, but not like every single one of them. I don't know I don't know like if there's sets up here that aren't in English. I don't know every single one up here whether it has a climax combo.
Yeah, the only one is Kurumi. That's the
Okay.
limit too. But that's it. So it's like it's kind of valid what I saw. It might have been like it was
Even
one
the
or a
Mushoku
couple.
hit.
Yeah, it was just like, yep. Bushiro doesn't like to mess with climax combos really. So I could see like Marin being limited to like a 2,
Maybe
maybe.
so.
But that would
Like,
just be a copy pasta of like freaking Kurumi though.
oh no, they hit
Mhm.
So
Sora in Hololive on JP's
in
side.
JP,
Yeah,
JP
so
side, yeah. I'm really hoping
that's what it was. I think.
he like tries to deviate from being copy pasta with JP, but I think it's like
Yeah,
a good chunk of things are just going to be copy pasta from JP.
yeah.
So,
I
which
do
is
fully
sad.
agree. Like, I don't want them to copy. I don't want them to straight up be
No.
like the exact same shit. I mean,
We're doing so much work. Let's just copy Japanese because
yeah,
that makes sense. Everyone plays the exact same way, which is incorrect. Um, yeah. So I would like some more individual ban list. So we shall see next ban list. Maybe there will be. Maybe there won't be. Maybe it'll just be the same old song and dance. So
Only time will tell.
only time will tell.
this do be
But yeah,
true.
that's my only gripe. Even though like I've been the closest thing to Bushiroad affecting me in a ban list way was when they first hit Kaguya. Like that's when
Yeah,
I had to change my deck, and I kind of like adding more the kind of keeping my deck as is, even though like I could add the K's back in or whatever,
yeah.
or the I's. I can't remember which one I tried. The clean cut. That's a K,
Hmm.
I think. But like I could add those back in, easy peasy. I just don't know if I'm going to because I kind of like what I added, like the subs, like the TD cards and like an uncommon or a common, whatever. I kind of like, but that's the only time Bushiroad has affected a deck I've owned was when they hit Kaguya. Um, so it's very, I don't know, like what, I don't know.
Yeah. Like
I
they
would like
want
for
to.
them to,
Yeah.
yeah, I would like for them to have more, just because JP is so much has a larger spectrum of things happening in
Yeah.
it and like different decks and like the meta is always shifting and we're kind of like it's just like a from years ago or whatever, we kind of have like this comfy like top 3 and then others sort of sense. It's like, oh yes, it's always going to be these 3 decks and then other. And JP just has more variety when it comes to their meta because they're always getting they get way more product or releases of different products than we do. Um, so I don't think our ban list should be the same at all. I don't think it should. I don't think Quince
No.
should be copy pasted. I think it should have been more like logical. But that's as I say at work, that is above my pay grade. So yeah,
Same.
Sound like me all the time.
yeah. There's plenty of things I'm like, yeah, this is above my pay grade.
I mean,
Or
like,
below
yeah.
my pay grade. I don't know. I don't know what they're being paid.
I mean, like, it's one thing to be like, oh, this was the wrong hit versus, oh, it'd be cool if they hit such and such, or if they
Yeah.
adjusted it in one way, shape, or form. Making speculations and whatnot, that's whatever.
Yeah.
If I guess for Joe, is there any ones that you would think that you think could get possibly hit, or do you think you would like to see hit? He's like, oh no, he threw me a
Honestly,
curveball.
no, like honestly, we were talking about it before, but we need to do more research on it. Is this 10 SAO 10th anniversary set?
Okay,
Yeah, the
Um,
Alice.
yeah, the Alice.
I need to find this Alice. I do.
If
Yeah.
they want to
I
keep different from JP, they would ban that.
they wouldn't do it any well, I mean, they just did restricted 7 Deadly Sins after a couple months of it being out, so I can't really oh, they're not gonna do that to Alice, like, a couple months after it releases.
Day one
Yeah,
emergency ban list. Here we go.
Let's go. There was like, shoot, what game was it? Was it like
Yu-Gi-Oh's done that.
Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh's done that. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Day one,
has
nope.
Yu-Gi-Oh
We
has
fucked
done
up.
day one emergency ban list. Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna get into that. Oh god.
Yeah. I just remember like it was like last year or something. They like it was the first time I ran across it. It was like day one, nope. Day one.
Yeah.
Because I don't play like the only other in a serious uh capacity, the only game I play in a serious sense is like Vice.
Yeah.
So everything else is like Vanguard is like a dabble in. Oh shoot. My Hero I've dabbled in, went to nationals, which was really cool. I wouldn't mind going nationals again. Um, but
Yeah.
like stuff of that nature is like I just dabble in it, but like in no serious capacity. So when it comes to ban lists and restrictions and this, that, the other, I'm just like, I'm a potato. Like I wasn't already a potato, but I'm extra potato now. Um, but yeah.
I know you
I just
said
remember like,
potato, but all I could
yeah.
think of was the muffin from Tom Scott. Just like it's muffin time. It's just you just rock up and just
There's so much shit. I'm just like, I don't know what this does. Oh well. Uh, I'll sleep the same. I don't know
pretty
what's
much.
going on. This is fine.
Like, you know what? That's fine. You run whatever you want as long as I can drop my
Turn
plus
card.
2 Soul Shigoko climax on you.
Exactly. I don't care. I was like, as long as I need, yeah, I need to add. I played around when I was like testing and ideas and stuff. When I added the Shioko, I added the climax swapper, and I was just like, this it's not working out as I wanted it to, so I dropped it, and then I added
Hmm.
something else. So I think it's either I'm adding another Shioko plus two soul. I'm well, it to circle back to like the bad situation. That's the of having two climaxes stuck in my stock. That's the first time that's ever happened since I've
Hmm.
like compiled this deck of having two climaxes, and it was like two soul climaxes. It
Yeah.
was like one Shioko and one Mitsuha for the whole game, and I was just like, I never want this to happen again. So I need things that pay out.
Give me
I
back
just
the
need
Shioko.
I need stuff. I want my Shioko back. I want to be playing that at level 1 always. Um, yeah. So, I don't know exactly. I have another Shioko. I need to buy one more or find one more to have my Shioko plus 2 soul playset, but yeah,
Joe,
like, I just there's little bits. I'm gonna do some tinkering on my deck before Houston.
Joe, the thumbnail for this one just needs to be something along the lines of Shioko Climax 2 OP or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just a picture of my deck from Twitter or whatever on the Bushy Road
Yeah.
playmat. Oh, I love it so much, man. Oh god, that deck is like the deck love of my life, pretty much. And that's someone that's like called boat queen because of Cantine. Like I'm getting ready for Azure, but like when it comes to in general things, I just love Tokyo Revengers. Please, but Disney give us a Tokyo Revengers Volume 2 that's not in a Blau.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
no, let's
not in Blau. Yeah, that would be great. I would like volume 2 in English or just to see whether it played out in JP, but
let's just keep Blau and JP and just avoid English altogether with that, in my opinion.
yeah, I'm gonna get like I'll get a Tokyo Revenger trial deck just for like funsies to have. It's kind of like the same thing with a re. I got like an Azure Lane TD, but have I ever it's not sleeved. It's just it in with all my Weiss like my collection of TDs of
It's just there.
things. It's just there. Probably Tokyo. I would open it, be like, ah, pretty, and then it would go back in the box, and then probably just be added to like the dungeon of like TDs and product and bulk and crap I have for this game.
There's a storage room somewhere in a
Oh, my
random
walk-in
house.
closet.
Uh,
Oh man.
See, some people like a bunch of shoes in their walk-in closet. Gothmom
I
is
have shoes.
no
Yeah.
trial decks,
Oh,
booster
trial deck,
boxes.
trial. Yeah. Storage boxes, various things. Like I have two. Oh my goodness. I just need to. I when it comes to spring cleaning, you know how like some people clean their actual like living, like their houses, apartments, what have you. I need to do a Weiss like trial deck, supplies,
This is
displays, and also like my 12 something 3500 count like storage boxes, and then all these smaller block boxes. I have like probably 20K of something cards in
heavens,
boxes. So like I just need to do, instead of like clean like actual house or apartment, whatever, I need to go through and organize all of my Weiss stuff. And it's probably going to take me a weekend.
a weekend or 3.
Yes.
For real.
I desperately need to do that, but oh man, because it can become like super. Because I also have like sorters and stuff. It's just like I need to fix. I need to reorganize and categorize. Because I used to when I was doing that, I would sleeve by play sets.
Hmm.
So it'd be like 4 cards in like a penny sleeve, and that's how I categorized everything, and that
Oh
just
yeah,
became
that's
like,
like easy storage.
oh yeah, super easy storage. And then it just got away from. It's like fuck, I should do that again, but fuck, that's gonna take forever. I don't wanna drags my feet. It gets worse. I'm like, no, how could this have happened?
Well, well, well. If it isn't the consequences of my own
My own
actions.
action, yup. Every time.
Oh my goodness. Uh, I do want to
Oh,
try to go to another regionals with both of y'all again at some point,
yeah,
because that's
it'd be
Called Fall
fun.
Fest.
ain't that the truth.
Yeah.
Especially so because right now our track record, me versus Gothmom, is she's I've never been able to beat her. We've only played once, but I've never been able to beat her. So
Yep, we need more data.
for real,
Gotta have more
the
data.
data is empirical. We've analyzed
I
all.
know.
um, but overall,
Oh,
so y'all, overall, you say you definitely enjoyed the experience, meeting up
oh
with
yeah.
people, and obviously,
Yeah. I always have fun. Like
yeah,
I can't think of a time like of recent. Like I always have a good time at regionals regardless of my record.
yeah.
So because it's like people I know or people that know me like through online or whatever, we interact, I bring snacks, it's a good time, we talk, whatever. And so it's always in that like social aspect, it's always a good time. It's
Hmm.
always a good time for regionals. So,
Remember, Lunchbox said you brought brownies or something like that
oh
to
yeah, I
Worlds.
brought brownies to Worlds. I'll bring brownies to Houston.
There you go.
Yeah. I just need to bake them. Since I don't have to worry about the brownies for Worlds. I actually baked at the friend I was staying at's
Hmm.
house because he had the supplies and whatnot, or the cookery and everything. Because it's kind of like a little bit awkward to bake brownies and then fly with them.
Yeah, because I was like, how did she get past the
No,
airport security with this?
I baked them in California, and so, like, when it comes to
Yeah,
Houston, since I'm, like, carpooling and driving, it's a lot easier for me to bake
yeah.
the brownies and take them with me. Yeah,
Oh,
because I used to bake them before COVID, and also, like, I would bake, like, the Bushy Road staff, like, brownies too, because they enjoy them. Be like, "Here, you need the sugar, because it's going to be a long and hellish day for you."
this is not bribery.
Wink, wink.
So, hey, you mind if I get another one of those promos over there? No,
It's
nah,
not me one of those free cards over there. You know what I'm saying?
I
No
see
shit,
a,
no
I see a
shit.
Katara promo. Can you play here? There.
Just
That's nice.
slide it this way.
Slide it this way.
I got you, fam. Here's another brownie. Just no. But oh my goodness. So I guess any other closing thoughts in terms of how the regionals went, or just anything else y'all wanted to throw out there? By all means, go for it.
It's okay to take fun decks. Because some
Yeah,
people don't know how to take fun decks, but it's okay to take fun decks. They're
Oh,
yeah.
to the teams.
I can make you a fun deck if you want.
My deck's fun.
There's like
Those
shaking
Oh,
are
his
my
head.
closing statements.
those are your
That is what
closing
I said. It's
statements.
okay to not run the meta.
Yeah. It's really like when it comes to like people will say like not take teams in a serious sense because you have a lot more variety typically in the
Hmm.
grand scheme, not maybe in like the top 8 or whatever, but in the grand scheme, people are more comfortable bringing like off, quote unquote, like off meta
Yeah,
choices
it's a lot
to
more
play.
casual, especially
Yeah, it's a
because of the
lot more
fact.
casual.
Yeah, because everyone has to run something different
Yeah.
in the team.
And
Like you
so
can't.
like
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, you have to run something different, so you need the variety. And then some people in that sense are more comfortable playing like, oh, I'm going to play this like ancient deck from yonder year, like the wee old weeaboo fucking kill a kill or some shit because now we have the power up set and something of that nature. So it's just a little bit more relaxed. Like you still have like your sweaty stuff and whatnot, and you have to deal with that. And that's just life. That's Weiss.
Yeah.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Weiss is Weiss is Weiss. But like all in all, like teams are just I have funs in singles. Like I have fun in singles too, but yeah, it's just
Hmm.
it's definitely more relaxed. You don't have as much on the line when it comes to teams either because you don't have like the potential worlds invite. So that kind of like
Yeah, that's
everyone
another
kind
big
of
thing.
mellows out a bit and everything. So it's kind of like friendship. When I think of teams, it's like My Little Pony
I
friendship is
I literally
magical.
was about to make the joke. Yeah, your friendship is magical. I was literally about to
Friendship
make
is
that joke.
magical.
I was
Great minds think
actually,
alike.
yeah, for real, or at least perverted ones do. I don't know. So
Yo.
that is, yeah,
But yeah.
that is a quote of all time.
Mm,
So
it's great. But
and the
yeah,
rain
that's
is
it.
really coming down out here. Sorry, go ahead.
Make sure you
Ooh.
go join the Discord where we can talk to us live at any point of the
Yep.
day.
Honestly,
And
at some point, I should. That's what we should have done. I should have we should have hopped into the. Do we have a specific recording channel on in the base damage Discord? It's never once been used.
Oh
So
God.
it's there for looks. We all know the truth.
It's like
I mean,
we
yeah,
we got this.
that's like
You
me.
see the recording thing? Ha ha.
Like just walk in there one day, it's just full of dust. It's just, oh.
You have to
Yeah, we gotta
vacuum
brush it
it.
off.
But yeah, no, for real, like Joe said, if you want, I will put a link to the Discord in the description. By all means, check it out. There will also be a link to a couple Twitch channels. One for Mr. JoeSchmmo here, as well as one for the fabulous Gothmom.
You do what
Yay.
now?
What?
You say you do what now?
I don't do it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Anyway, you beautiful people, I think this is a good chance to remind you that you need to be nice to your neighbors. You need to take time and appreciate your fellow Weiss players and not be jerks to each other. You know,
That's a tall fucking order.
because
Yeah.
I know some people were very cold to other players of regionals. This is just a daily / monthly / probably yearly reminder. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
You just live by that, yeah, everything will be better.
Yep.
Yeah. Hmm.
I
But
think that's gonna be about it for us for this one. But I am
Yeah,
always
that's
glad
great.
to have y'all in for this because it's nice to not be by myself. No, sorry, no.
Next podcast, Gothmom Poolside, Houston 20.
The first live stream video for base damage podcast.
it's just a picture. It's just of a pool.
Yeah.
No, get me like a. If we ever do that, I needed to get like one of those looping gifs or something like that. And just have that and just pretend it's a fucking live feed or some shit.
Yes.
Like,
Totally.
why is the same car gone past on the road there the 52 times, you know?
We're here live.
Just have a looping gif and just do that.
Oh man.
That would be great.
Oh, it's so funny.
But also with that, thank you to everyone listening in on this. It's greatly appreciated. I know we already said about the Discord. Like and subscribe if you want, because I have to say that being a YouTuber now. And if not, hey, thanks for stopping by to hear us regale the tales of dropping down a plus 2 soul Shioko climax.
Hell yeah. I'll do it again too. I'll continue to do that.
SpongeBob meme. Want to see me run to that mountain? Want to see me do it again?
Pretty much. More power.
I will.
More power.
But yeah,
Oh goodness.
no, for real. These two stream. Their links to their Twitches are going to be in the description. Check them out. They're awesome. Joe is also the new leader of base damage now, so
There's about to be a change in this platform.
gonna be changes
in this town.
There's a new sheriff in town.
No, I can't do the high pitch part. Don't do it. I don't want to bust anybody's eardrums. All right, and with that, we'll be signing off. Everyone, take care. Peace out for now.
Bye.